And even if we didn't have the Zombify on top, we have the Terminus of Return / Soulstone, and we have more than enough mana next turn to take advantage of the Harness ability. Alright, Zombify, get Bahamut back, kill the Pride Maid, and there it is. Oh my, what have we done? Hello, hello, friends and families and community. Bring it in. It is a Brewsday edition. I am Average Zen, your host. Group hugs, everyone. Yes. Another week of Magic the Gathering on Arena. Hey, Tony Marie, thank you for joining us live on Twitch at Average Zen Presents, or perhaps you are watching on YouTube at Average Zen. This is acceptable. All are welcome. Let's talk about the decks we have brewed up today, right after this brief reminder that if you have not subscribed or liked or followed, would be greatly appreciated. It really would. I welcome all of our new members to the community and look forward to welcoming you with all my heart. Really, seriously, you guys are keeping my boat afloat and keeping the encouragement coming. Lots of comments. I love it. Thank you so much. And please, don't stop. We're not stopping. We are going for the Soulstone, or the Terminus of Return, if you will, today. You might say we're getting Soulstoned. Probably because running a mana rock, especially a 2-mana rock, is not a great idea unless it comes with some other ability, like a Herd Heirloom comes to mind. This has a more expensive ability than Herd Heirloom, which is just a tap ability. For 7 mana, in case you weren't aware, we get to exile a creature we control, harness the Terminus Return or Soulstone, if you will, and then at the beginning of your upkeep, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It is a black mana rock, indestructible for 2. And we are trying to find ways to abuse this in order to get to that 7 mana cost. I mean, really 8 if you count it, because you're tapping this as well. We are ramping with Land War Elves, Esper Origins. Ice Till Explorer is our ramp engine of the hour here. If we can manage to get landfalls and play lands from our graveyard with things like Fabled Passage, or the lands we might mill because it has landfall whenever you land you enter, you mill a card. You know we don't like self-mill. This is bound to go wrong in all sorts of ways. Is probably not a viable strategy in the current meta, with turn 4 kills being very common. But we're going to try it anyway, because Soulstone, in case you had not seen or not been paying attention, we have the Infinity Gauntlet back there. A bit of a comic book fan, so there we have it. Well, let's take it into the queue and see how badly we do. We will give up everything, mostly our rank, probably, for the Soulstone. It will cost everything, but it will be worth it if we manage to pull it off. Genochrome, yes. Couple days here as of recording before the season ends, so we're ramping it up. You know, this is honestly not been a bad season. Vivi aside, we have played some fun decks. I've had fun playing so much mono green this season and been ranking up because of it. So there's that. I kind of want this on top. I would put it into the graveyard, but I want to surveil first. Scalding Viper. Mana value 3 or less. Okay, well, we came to play the Soulstone. Let's play the Soulstone. We has Screaming Nemesis. We do have an answer for that in hand. Multiversal Passage, also a wonderful, wonderful thing here. Let's go ahead and give Screaming Nemesis -3, -3. We will take a damage. This is okay. Yeah, we have things. They're looking at our things. No touching. No touching, please. Oh, they returned it to our hand. What? What is this? All right, then. You know, I am getting a little tired of that guy. That's okay. We'll probably lose this one. Yeah, no, that can go. That can go. We're just not hitting much of anything here. We might have to do the Rod Curse Roxas thing. It is in the deck, but to be milled so that we can use the renew ability. And yet, here we are. They found another Screaming Nemesis. We did find an Arden. That puts us on, what, 5, 6? I don't think that's going to cut it. Let's go black, pay 2 life, just because I don't believe that we live anyway. And we'll go 4 mana. That's fine. We'll discard a card, kill the Screaming Nemesis, get Arden in the graveyard. And now, no and no. Okay, we're just hitting nothing but lands on top, so that's not great. We do have a Zombify on top. All right, and our opponent knows it, so they have to kill us this turn. They probably can. Just a guess. All right. Yep, there it is. Lightning strike for the win. Burned. All right, come on. That was a very bad draw. We did not find anything but lands on top. I wonder why that is. Shoveler, looking at you. We really needed more removal. Man, that Scalding Viper, that was eating us alive. I was not expecting them to return the mana rock to our hand just for 1 point of damage. Okay, here we go. This is a bit better. Okay, so we slam this on force, pay 2 life, Multiversal Passage, helping out a lot of decks right now. In case you haven't seen this land, might have gotten buried in spoiler season. Lets you pick a land type. Great with the Verges. Great for the pairs, mana pairs that don't have a shock land in standard right now. I really like it. I've put in quite a few decks. Highly worth a 4-of craft, I think. Bristly Bill. Alright, well, let's go Llanowar Elf. Fabled Passage. We have 3 Icetail Explorers in our hand. We will mill ourselves out if we are not careful. Not recommend to have 3 Icetail Explorers on the battlefield with this deck. Although getting to cast or play a bunch of lands every turn is very tempting. And a 4th Icetail Explorer. Okay, game. I see you. I see you. Alright, so we got that in the graveyard. Get ourselves a swamp. There's a Bahamut in the graveyard. Excellent. Alright, so let's get ourselves a forest. That is all we have left. That is fine. Alright, cool. I think we are set up. And we will gladly probably block with I Still Explore here, seeing as we have 3 more in hand. This is fine. This is acceptable. Not ideal, but acceptable. And we have managed to find another land. Okay, let's go I Still Explore. Fabled Passage. And we have a forest. Really? Okay, there's a Galta. Oh, let's go ahead and grab our second to last forest. Now maybe we can hit some good stuff. Alright, let's get Esper Origins out there. We will, in fact, keep that on top, I think. Because that means we draw the Zombify next turn. Excellent. And we probably have enough mana to... We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. Yeah, we have enough mana to harness the Soulstone next turn. Not to mention the mana we'll get from Esper here. Is it worth it to do that or just Zombify right off the bat? I wonder. Do they have a Heritage Reclamation waiting in the wings? Ouroboros is an interesting card here. Doesn't give anything trample, though. I believe the answer is double block the Chocobo. Alright, we have green mana. We have a turn minus of return. We have a Zombify, which will get us a Summon Bahamut. Summon Bahamut will kill the Ouroboros. We will gladly discard a card and get rid of you. And there we go. Just like that. Yeah, and then we could have harnessed the Terminus Stone next turn. I like it. I like it. I like it. We did it. That was it. I'm going to count that as a Soulstone win. Even had they gotten rid of the Bahamut, we could have just harnessed the Soulstone, held up some blockers, and then there we go. Graveyard hate is the only thing that stops us at that point. Or really, really a lot of damage out of nowhere. Alright, against Haze 88, the Virtuous. Alright, we got Elves, we got I Still Explore, we got Terminus of Return. I think we're in pretty good shape here. We'll keep that on top. That way we can go Terminus of Return next turn. Authority of the Consoles. Excellent. Or do we go... You know what? Yeah, I think we go Terminus of Return just because it's going to be harder to get rid of than the Elf. Alright, life gain. Bring it. Bring it. Bring it. Oh, excellent. We got a Valgavoth in the graveyard. Next turn we slam Ice Till into Fabled Passage and hope that we don't hit anything crucial that we don't want in the graveyard. Alright, cool. They can't always sheltered by ghosts on the Terminus of Return. That is unfortunate. Indestructible, not immune to exile. But we're going to give it a shot. Alright, so I Still Explore. And again, life. Fabled Passage. Mills, what? Okay, multiverse. Let's grab ourselves a swamp. Alright, cool. Let's mill some more. Oh, Vault-Born Tyrant, not a bad thing to see in the graveyard. Let's grab a green source. Oh, checking out our multiversal passage. Alright, cool. We mill... Oh, not bad, not bad. A Rock Curse Rakshasa. That might come in handy here. And let's go ahead and discard a card to get rid of the Ajani's Pride Mate. And we'll discard a land, that's fine. Restoration Magic, okay. That's fine. We have no cards in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana next turn, though, if they don't kill our elves. I don't think we make it, though. This is too much of a... This is too much. Alright, down to 4. Oh, my goodness. Okay. What do we get? Bahamut? Alright, I don't think, unless we find removal here, another Bahamut. Okay. Another Rodker's Rakshasa. Alright, so, well, we're here to do it. We're here to do it. I think we're probably dead anyway. Doesn't matter. I'm almost certain they can get through 4 damage, right? Well, yeah, we can only block 2. They got 1 in the air and Hawaii. All they got to do is full send. There you go. Good game. Yep. It's a big ask. It's a big ask, but to be fair, we didn't find much removal. We didn't find our virtues of persistence. We only found like 1 bitter triumph. And we just could not get... they're just so fast. Mono white life gain is just so fast. All the 1 and 2 drops in the world. Hawaii is like the most expensive thing almost in that deck. And it's kind of a 1 drop anyway. Alright, let's see what we can do here. On the draw, I think we go multiversal on green. Tapped. Oh, Leyline of Hope, some more life gain. Okay. Maybe we'll get the chance to use the Rakshasa a little bit earlier now. That might save us. Demolition Field, pretty much a dead card in our deck against mono white. They're only running plains. Alright, there it is. Okay, new plan, Surveil. Yep, Surveil Valgavoth into the graveyard. Oh, now we just got a Zombify. Alright, let's go you into Terminus of Return. That puts us on 4 mana next turn. Essence Channeler, cool. Alright, we will put this on black, pay 2 life. Zombify Valgavoth. Alright. We'll see if that sticks around. Sheltered by ghosts, they will have to give up a lot for that. Alright, down to 5. Alright, come on. We have the mana to kill this. Yes. Pay the ward. Auto pay. Luckily, it has just enough. Alright, excellent. Nice. Nice, nice. We got there. Somehow we got there. Good times with Soulstone. Well, let's do it again. Eckbert, the Fervent. Alright, well, we have ways to discard Valgavoth here. What we don't have is black mana and green mana. This one demolition field that we have in our entire deck keeps on showing up. It's a one-off, but you know Shuffler. They like to stick you with colorless lands for every single opening hand. Alright, we will keep that on top. That will get us to 4 mana. If the elf survives. Demon Wall. Alright, enters tapped. We'll go with black on that one. And there's the Annex. Cool. Alright, green. And then we will hold up the Bitter Triumph and discard the Valgavoth when it comes to that. Shoot the Sheriff. Okay. Alright, so now we need to draw land next turn. Deep Cavern bad, eh? Well, let's talk about it. Yeah, you better hope I don't draw land next turn. Oh, guess what we drew? They don't have 3 permanents right now to sacrifice, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I do have 5 mana though. Tiny Bones. Oh my. And a Bloodletter. Alright, well, let's go. Do we have any lands in our graveyard? We do. We do have a land in our graveyard. So let's go Icetill Explorer. There goes that. Let's get this guy, get a green mana. Play another Fabled Passage. Get ourselves a black mana. Cool. Bitter Triumph. You know what? We'll pay 3 life to get rid of Bloodletter. That seems fine. And you know what? We'll then pay even more life to cast Bloodletter, because that means we deal 18 damage. Yeah. Oh, Deep Cavern Bat coming for our Llanowar Elf. Watch out. Oh, they have shot the Sheriff. But now we have a shoot the Sheriff. No, we definitely block. That's fine. All right, shoot the sheriff on the bat. Oh, we are the villains now. It's a little bit more consistent than I was thinking it was going to be. The Soul Stone is kind of just like, at this point, a fourth or fifth, sixth, and seventh Zombify or Virtue of Persistence. If we manage to line it up, the game has probably gone too long anyway, but it's a good backup plan. Okay, so we have Multiversal Passage. We need a Fable Passage. Maybe we mulligan this, but then again, we have the Bitter Triumph. I'm going to keep it. Maybe we shouldn't, but I'm going to keep it. We do have the Bahamut and the Zombify. That could take care of a lot of things. Alright, our opponent's surveilling away. Let's go ahead and get a Fabled Passage and grab ourselves a green source. And then we slam the Multiversal Passage for Terminus of Return next turn. Fear of Missing Out. Golgari, eh? Piggy Bank, okay. Oh, lovely. Let's go pay 2 life for that. Terminus of Return. Oh, Screaming Nemesis. Okay, kind of wish that we would have gotten a land there. Let's go ahead and put the kibosh on Screaming Nemesis. Bush whacked. Okay, well, our opponent having trouble finding lands too, but they're doing a better job of fixing that than we are. And the Breakout is a good card. Gets them another Screaming Nemesis. Wonderful. Oh, now they have turned on Delirium for Fear of Missing Out and gave it first strike, so now we're down to 6. Man, okay, we did not want to see that. Alright, we're just dead. We're just dead. Because, reasons. We cannot get a land drop to save our life. Remember that first game we played where we found nothing but lands on top? Doesn't it seem like I say a lot? It's either all lands or no lands on here. So very rarely do we hit the sweet spot. Andre Tomas, 88, the opponent. Okay, well, we have lands here. That's about all we have. Up against Mono White. Okay. Alright then. That's all we get today, right? Oh, this is very disturbing music here. I think we're in trouble if the soundtrack has anything to say about it. Alright, the Pride Mate. It has arisen. Okay, we do have a Zombify. That may help. Playing some very fair magic here at the moment. Linden absolutely needs to die. Let's discard a card to get rid of that. That'll be a Bahamut. And that'll keep them from putting counters on a Johnny's Pride Mate. Alright, we take 3. Multiversal Passage. We're going to put that on black, and it can enter tapped. Andre. The Exemplar of Light. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and discard a card and kill the Exemplar of Light. We're going to get rid of the Multiversal Passage. I don't believe we need it at this point, and we can always get it back with Ice Steel Explorer. We don't want them drawing any cards. Alright, well, let's get ourselves a Forest. Cast Zombify on Bahamut. Kill the Pride Mate. The Essence Channeler has arrived. Alright. That's a lot of guys. We'll destroy the Essence Channeler, thank you. And before it gets any bigger, I think they're going to put it on a Leon and Vanguard, if I had to guess. Alright, I still explore. We'll play a Fabled Passage. Get ourselves another green mana. Play a Fabled Passage. Well, there's a Vaultborn Tyrant. Get ourselves a black mana. Another Zombify. That's fine. Well, gain 2 life. You know what? Put the Demolition Field there. And the Terminus Stone seems pretty good here. Let's just swing in for 9. The Bat. Alright, yep, they swing in for 5. That's fine. I think we're winning the damage race. Alright. And then... Alright, let's go Swamp. Mill. Terminus of Return. Excellent. Land. Esper Origins. Put the land there. Yeah, they can see the Zombify, which means they know as soon as Bahamut goes away, it's just coming right back. And even if we didn't have the Zombify on top, we have the Terminus of Return / Soulstone, and we have more than enough mana next turn to take advantage of the Harness ability. It's just so slow, it doesn't happen to our upkeep. Alright, Zombify, get Bahamut back. Kill the Pride Mate. And there it is. Oh my. What have we done? I Still Explorer. It's just like you want everything in your graveyard and all the lands in play. Gotcha. We got you covered. Oh, I guess I should mention that if you want the full deck list, you can always hit !deck in chat or check out the video description link on YouTube below while you're hitting that like and subscribe. Sassetti seasoned. Well seasoned. I'm a big fan of black pepper. I like black pepper on everything. Okay, this is not necessarily the best hand, but Maybe it's got potential. All right, let's go. Fabled Passage. And we'll get ourselves a black mana source. Looks like we're up against Simic. Interesting. Alright, green mana gets us a Llanowar Elf. Might help. Considering unless we draw an untapped land next turn, we're probably... Okay, Town Greeter. They're on the self-mill plan as well. Excellent. What do we got? Oh, okay, this is a Mind-Bitten deck. I was playing around with that a little bit myself. Alright, let's go Swamp. Pay 2 life. Virtue of Persistence on the Town Greeter. And Esper Origins. We'll keep both of those on top. Alright, Steam Core Scholar gonna let him discard a bit. But what? They've already got a Mind-Bitten guy in the graveyard. Alright, there's the Bringer the Okay, so they're playing the MtG Goldfish deck. Alright, let's go green. Terminus of Return. Virtue of Persistence on the Steam Core Scholar. And attack in. All they got to do is play a land here and cast Zombify, though, and I think we're probably in trouble. Rakshas's Bargain. Well, that is excellent because, by my count, 4, 5, 6. If we draw a land next turn, we can cast Virtue. Wouldn't you know it? Oh, let's go put that on green. Pay 2 life. Cast Virtue of Persistence. There we go. Would you like to fill your graveyard some more? Oh, well, yeah, they're going to have it enter as a copy of, what's-his-face? Yep. Cool. Yeah, they're just one turn too fast for us, aren't they? I didn't even see them get that Terror of the Peaks in the graveyard. That's going to do it. That's all they needed. That's a bummer. Alright, they're just one turn too fast for us. We did not hit anything worth hitting, actually. Good on them for playing that MtG Goldfish deck. It looked interesting. I have made my own version of it. That's the problem with this small set, the Spider-Man set. You really want to feature the new cards, but there's so few good ones that everybody ends up building the same deck. Alright, let's do a little surveillance. We'll keep that on top. Hired Claw, mono red aggro in our face. Let's go Llanowar Elves and see if we can get an untapped land next turn. Otherwise... Okay. Was this also playing that, the blue-red adventure creature? Alright, come on. Untapped land. Untapped land, please. Okay, doesn't matter. Alright, Alright, let's go with another black source. Get a Land War Elf. I just don't know if we come back from this. We're so slow already. We really needed to hit a Terminus of Return here to have a chance. Alright, no blocks. They're just going to burn our elf again, though. Oh, okay. Well, let's go Ice-Tail Explorer, Fabled Passage. There's a Valgavoth in the graveyard. That could be handy. Get a Forest. Mill a Zombify. That's fine. We already have one in hand. There's a Galta. Interesting. That might be what we need, actually, with this Vaultborn Tyrant in our hand. Alright, let's go ahead and finish off with a Surveil. Sure, we take 2 damage. And get that Bahamut into the graveyard. Alright, they have a Hired Claw. Okay, well, they have returned the thing to our hand. Alright, down to 6. That's fine, because now we can Fabled Passage without milling ourselves. Well, I think we have everything we need in the graveyard. Let's go ahead and Zombify, get a Galta. All those seem good. Yep, Land War Elf also good. Fabled Passage. Oh, let's go ahead and crack that. Get some more lands. That mills us some more. Fabled Passage. Grab another land. Oh, there goes our Soulstone. Well, that's okay. That lets us Esper Origins. We'll put that in the graveyard. Put this on top, I guess. Alright, we'll see if what they have to say about that. We just gained a lot of life. Burst lightning on us. Okay. I don't see how that works. Math? Jeez. Okay. Well, let's get rid of you. Let's get rid of you. Let's get rid of you. And you. I think we have blocked correctly. Alright, good stuff is about Surveil. Yeah, we'll keep it on top just for shiggles, and we'll even take the life. And that's probably a mistake because they can burn us out now if they have an instant in hand, but they do not. Oh, we played it risky there, and it paid off. Good game. Let's try again. This is a crazy deck. I normally hate self-mill, but I gotta tell you, the Esper Origins really makes it work. The Ice Till Explorer and the Esper Origins, it pretty much makes it so even if you are self-milling, as long as you're putting lands in the graveyard and you can replay them and thin your deck, you're gonna hit what you need, as long as you have enough copies. Alright, Kanji, opponent. Oh, I like your avatar. I haven't seen the art on that Chocobo before. Alright, we go first. I think that means we go Llanowar Elf, and that lets us go Terminus of Return next turn. Excellent. So we can do this. Surveil, we'll put that into the graveyard because we can get it back with Ice Till Explorer. Oh, they're also doing some graveyard shenanigans, I see. Well, let's go Ice Till Explorer. And play a Fabled Passage. Mill you. And get a Swamp. Well, there goes a Zombify. That's not good. Well, you know what? We'll play another one of these guys. And keep the new one. And I think we just go Zombify Vaultborn Tyrant next turn after we Fabled Passage a couple of times and see what's up. Alright, we probably should have Esper Origin there first. But I think we'll be okay. They do have mana up though. I'm a little worried about that. Are they just holding up Collector's Vault? Is that what's going on? I mean, the good news is we got the Terminus Stone down. They can't counter that unless they're playing that new counter spell that says counter target. No, it's a triggered ability. Okay, now that I think about it. So no, this would be an activated ability, but it does have a triggered ability on our upkeep. So they could stop it for one turn with that. Oh, what are we doing? Oh, let's mill some more. Are you going to do anything while we do this? Perhaps getting annoyed by looking at their Collector's Vault. Like, oh no, I'm holding up priority. Are they trying to fake us out? Is this a fake out? Or are they really going to use the Collector's Vault and pass priority? Alright, we got all but 3 basics out of our library. Let's go ahead and cast Esper Origins. And put the Rakshasa and the land in there. And you know what? Let's give it a shot. Let's cast Zombify on the Vaultborn Tyrant and see if it resolves. It does. Yay. And the good news is we can pretty much cast anything at this point. Anything we draw, we can cast it. They have 3 mana. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at our disposal, not counting the Llanowar Elf, with 0 ram spells. I mean, other than the stone. Yeah, Ice Till Explorer. Absolutely insane. If they exile our graveyard, we're doomed. Are we getting roped here? Okay, there you go. And then they discard Moonlit Meditation. Interesting. All right, Day of Judgment. Cool. Here's the bad news. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, Underground Mortuary can go. Let's go ahead and get Esper Origins out. See what's on top. You know what? Let's do it this way. Actually, now let's keep them both on top. I'm just concerned that they're gonna have a way to bring our Bahamut back for their own. All right, gain a little bit of life. We'll do another Esper Origins. I still Explorer. Let's go Galta. All right, taking 6 down to 11. We are at 35. Oh my. I wonder what they're trying to do with Moonlit Meditation. And now I'm seeing a synthesizer. What is our opponent doing? I'm so confused. All right then. Well, let's talk about it. Let's go Ice Steel Explorer. Fabled Passage will ramp even more. Yep, get that. Landfall Mill. Fill up our graveyard. Get all the lands out of our deck. There we are. All right. Oh, we have done it. Well, let's harness. And you know what we'll do? You can go away. It's fine. We could have attacked in. Does not matter. We weren't going to do lethal anyway. Alright, they have to deal 35 damage to us. Or we have lethal next turn on board. And threatening lethal over and over and over again with our hand. Oh my goodness, Spectral Restitching. This is what we're playing next hour. Oh my goodness, they reset the Terminus. That is what we're playing next hour. I don't know that I agree with the particular setup they've got going on here, but we're playing synthesizer, spectral synthesizer next hour. See what I mean? There's a couple of good cards in the whole thing, and everybody builds the same deck. Just collectively tune up. Okay. Elspeth, the Storm Slayer. Cool. I mean, that's fine. Let's go. Vaultborn Tyrant. Alright. Bitter Triumph, discard a card, get rid of Elspeth, and we'll get rid of a land. That's probably fine. I'm not counting them out yet. We also need to be aware we only have 21 cards left in our graveyard. We have half the amount of cards our opponent has, thanks to I Still Explore. This is fine. Alright, Day of Judgment, once again on our Vault-Born Tyrant. Alright, cool. Well, let's just go ahead and do that. Play that. Play Esper Origins. That'll draw us a card. And gain us some life. At this point, it's not the life that's going to kill us. It's going to be the lack of cards in our library. Do they have another Day of Judgment? All right, there it is. Day of Judgment number 3. All right, let's go. We don't have any creatures, so let's just go summon Bahamut. And get rid of the Collector's Vault. Get rid of the treasure. Cast Valgavoth. I mean, they can't have a... how many more board wipes can they have? They got 2 cards in hand. Alright, get ourselves a Llanowar Elf. And see if they have another board wipe. There's the 4th Day of Judgment. Wow. Okay. Okay, game. I love it. Uh-huh. Let's do that. And then next turn, yeah, we turn on the Terminus of, or this turn we turn on the Terminus, and that's going to be that, man. This deck performed a lot better than I thought it would. Look, we ranked up, we didn't rank down. Mind blown. Yeah. The redundancy. The redundancy is, I think, what, it's crazy. I don't know how to explain it. This deck just works. If you like what you see, give us a like, subscribe, comment, follow, all that good stuff. If you don't, let us know what's wrong. This is the quote-unquote call to action. Let us know what you want to play. What would you have played differently? We're going to start up a Discord soon. Maybe we'll start taking polls and putting up there and get you guys' input on what kind of decks we're going to be building next, or what type of already made deck list we'll play on Ranked Wednesday tomorrow. Yeah, so big things coming. Appreciate everybody. As always, love one another. Be cool. Don't be a jerk. Have fun playing Magic the Gathering.